All right, here comes the Red Zone Challenge, brought to you by the Poorhouse in Paso and Swing Time at Dairy Creek. Back for the 2023-24 season. A couple of new players alongside Jeff and I. From the Poorhouse in Paso, it's Leslie. Hello, Leslie. Good morning.
Hi,
And we all know this guy.
Lord boy Kevin.
Yes, all the way from Dairy Creek this morning. LBK is joining us.
How's it going, Jeff?
Boy Kevin.
It's Long Boy Kevin for you new to the program. Long Boy Kevin's been with us forever, right?
How this works
it's been a while, yeah.
We'll pick the 3 closest games of the week, and then we'll find out what's going on at the Poorhouse and out at Swing Time, which I haven't been out to, but I know it's just taking the nation by storm. These new fun places where you can go hit the ball and drink booze, and that sounds like a pretty good time to me, Kevin. How does it work?
It's a good little setup. We've got 10 bays. They with TV monitors, and it uses top tracer technology to track the balls. So what happens is you're hitting off a mat. It's a lot like, I guess we kind of call it, why can't I think of the word of it? It's Top Golf, but like Top Golf Light. So rather than hitting into just like a turfed area, it's what used to be our first and ninth holes.
Okay.
And so we have targets out there that glow at night, and we have big inflatable kind of plug that's out there about 250 yards. It's kind of cool to hit. So
it's fun.
It just tracks the balls.
It's kids. It's like you know how everybody can go bowling.
Everybody can go do this. It's great for families.
Yeah. So
you reserve a bay, with 4 people. It's $20 an hour before 2, I believe, and then after 2 to 5, it's $30, and then after 5, from 5 to 10, it's $50 an hour, and it's unlimited balls. They'll bring out food that you can order, drinks and all that stuff. It's great. So
you can play like simulated courses. So I played in a tournament once there, and we played Pebble Beach. And here's the problem: everybody goes on your team. Everybody goes for it. It's like when you're not staring at the ocean and you have the wind blowing at your back, and you need to make it up over a cliff. You're like, I could do this. This is just a simulation, and the scores were actually much higher than they probably would have been if somebody was on the team playing it safe.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, because hey, you're just hitting the ball out into the abyss, right?
So if you want to book, go to dairycreekslo.com. That's dairycreekslo.com. You can make your reservation there. This is for all ages. You can bring the kids, you can bring the family, you can make a whole day of it out there at Dairy Creek. And then, Leslie, it's good to have the Poorhouse back on board with us. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, excited to be back.
And I know you guys have been doing so much. Every week it seems like you have somebody coming in, whether it's a comedian or a show, supporting local music, bringing in acts from around California and the surrounding areas.
Yeah, we had a great summer. We had a lot of really good tribute bands that came through, and a lot of obviously originals too, and it's fun. It's been exciting to grow over the last couple of years. So
I had no idea that your guys' trivia because Tuesday's trivia night, right?
Yes.
That you guys gave away $1,000 prize at the end of the season.
Yeah. So what we do is we break it up into like 2 6-month. We do semi-annual tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So all 6 months, teams of up to 6 players come, and they qualify to get into that. We don't want anybody to just like show up the night of and be like, "Oh, I'm here to win $1,000." Like, no, you got to pay your dues. So we have about like an average of like 15 teams. So it's really fun. And once you get qualified, we don't give away that much every week, of course. We just do the trophy and a gift card, and then those people qualify, and then every 6 months we give away $1,000.
So you just had that half of the year championship just recently. When it's $1,000 night, do you bring in like extra security, extra eyes on the situation, make sure there's not cheating going on? I mean, any performance enhancing drugs or anything like that?
Yeah, basically just a few extra of our friends. We'll just kind of walk around and make sure that nobody's like on their on their watches and stuff like that.
Does it get heated? Do you have other teams yelling at other teams? I know that you don't know that.
Well, there's always good banter. That's what makes it so fun is we don't take it seriously. I mean, obviously you'll get there's a couple random people in there that will like question every answer and, try to argue. But for the most part, everybody's just laid back.
You have to watch out for.
Fun. I always
is GPT or whatever it's called, whatever that is. AI stuff, because people can put their earbuds in their ears and they could just talk to their phone just like they're talking to somebody else and say, do this, do that.
Exactly.
It's pretty crazy. You have to go again today. Huh?
You know who does that, Leslie? Lawn Boy Kevin. That guy knows everything.
Lawn Boy Kevin.
No. I don't cheat.
Let's get to the games. The Red Zone Challenge brought to you by the Poorhouse in Paso, swing time at Dairy Creek. Believe it or not, we're giving away a free round of golf, and this is going to be at Chalk Mountain or at Dairy Creek. Is that right, Kevin?
I believe so.
Okay. We're also giving away $25 each week to spend at the Poorhouse. And you get lunch at the Sea Venture. Place will be our MVP,
brunch.
Which means you will... What?
Brunch at the Sea Venture. Brunch at the Sea Venture. That's Saturday or Sunday. They do brunch.
You'll also be able to be our MVP, which means you get to pick your favorite artist. We'll play it 3 times a day with shout-outs. It's 8:20, 12:20, and 5:20. Don't forget the grand prize at $1,000 cash. We've got a 50-inch TV and surround sound bar from our friends at Coast Electronics. If you want to play, kzoz.com or text the word ZONE to 805-543-3693. Don't forget tonight, Thursday Night Football, but we don't start there. We start with the San Francisco 49ers traveling out to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. 49ers are a 2-point favorite right now this morning. The Red Zone Nation has them at a 68% favorites. And we'll start with Leslie. Leslie, who do you like in this matchup?
Ooh, starting with me. I am definitely going with the 49ers. I think that anytime you go to Pittsburgh, it's always going to be tough. But I think the Niners are going to pull it off as long as Purdy can stay mobile back there. And I think Kittle is out, so we've got one weapon.
Likely out,
yeah, so that kind of sucks. And I really don't like that they haven't signed with Nick Bosa yet, because that guy just is such a game changer for that whole defense. But if they can figure that out, and even without Bosa, I still think that they're going to win this one. So I'm going 49ers.
Lawn Boy Kevin.
Because of those reasons that she just said, I'm going to go with the complete opposite and take Pittsburgh. Brock Purdy's had all offseason to think about how well he was lucky, or how lucky he was to finish last season, how he did. So he's going to struggle this week.
Yeah, Jeff, I'll let you go last. I agree with Kevin on this one. Because of their traveling all the way across the country, because of a couple other things. The Kittle situation is really interesting to me. I like Pittsburgh in this one as well. And it's hard for me to pick 49ers anyways.
It seems like the 49ers, remember it was a couple seasons ago, they played in that really muddy game in Chicago, and Chicago was really bad that year. It was either the first or second game of the season, and I feel like San Francisco is always a team that takes 2 to 3 to 4 weeks to get their season legs underneath them, whereas Mike Tomlin has the Steelers ready to rock, and at home they will be ready to rock. And even if Kittle was healthy and Bosa was there, I still think I would lean towards Pittsburgh just from a preparation standpoint, which makes Leslie the lone wolf. Now, we've not explained the rules of lone wolf.
You have to howl like a wolf, Leslie.
If I win, or what? Mean when I win,
right now, because you're the only one.
You're the only one that picks San Francisco, so you have to howl like a wolf.
You're playing smart business, because I know you guys show every single game on Sunday at the Poorhouse, and there's a lot more Niners fans than there are probably Steelers fans in Paso Robles. So it's smart business, but that means you got to howl like a wolf.
Let's hear it.
Damn it! Oh!
Hey, that was good. That was like a little Warren Zevon right there.
Yeah, that was a little Warren Zevon. All right, let's move to the next matchup.
Just to go on the record, I do not like the 49ers. I'm a Bronco fan. I still remember 55-10, and all my Niner fans or all my Niner friends still remind me of that too.
Yeah.
But I'm not going.
More importantly, are you a Russell Wilson fan now?
Ugh. Do I have to answer that?
Yeah. The jury's out.
Not quite.
I heard Sean Payton told him to get off Instagram, quit talking about his brand and his wife and his personal life, and start focusing on football.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yes, that's what that kid. He's not a kid anymore. That's what he needs. All right, let's go to the next matchup.
Very interesting dynamic here, as you probably heard Lawn Boy Kevin give out that loud sigh when she said she's a Broncos fan. Lawn Boy Kevin is a Raiders fan, so this should be
it's going to be a fun season.
All right. Packers traveling out to Chicago. Bears are a 1-point favorite. That's what Vegas has got them. Red Zone Nation likes Chicago. 67% of people picking the Bears this morning. Leslie, who do you like?
Oh, God, I got to go first again?
You're going to go first every time because you're a lady and we're gentlemen.
Ladies first.
I'm going Green Bay. You guys are probably all going to go against me on this one, too, but I think Green Bay has a better offensive line, and I think that they're going to be back there and protect Fields. I like Green Bay in this one. Jordan Love.
Kevin,
I'm all over the place. I'm confused because I still have this raining tacos in my head.
Oh, that's Green Bay. Green Bay's fine.
Okay, we got you. Green Bay's good. Lawn Boy Kevin, go ahead.
Don't worry, Leslie. You're not a lone wolf. I'm in picking Green Bay.
What is the reasoning for you picking Green Bay, Kevin?
Chicago it's Chicago. They just never seem to have their stuff together, in my opinion. And I don't know. I think Love's got something to prove after Rodgers, after his little departure. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a good game. But I'm going to take Green Bay.
Jeff?
I'm up first. I'm going to go with the Vegas favorites and the home team. I think Green Bay will be good this year, but the owner of the Chicago Bears is no longer there to make them lay down and whenever they play Green Bay, and he's moved on to New York. So I think that Chicago will exercise their Aaron Rodgers era demons and get a victory over the Green Bay Packers.
Boy, this is close, but it's in Chicago. New quarterback. I liked him last year. I thought he looked really good. This is a coin flip for me. And when it's a coin flip, I go with the home team, so I'm going to take the Bears as well. Next matchup, Bengals traveling out to Cincinnati to take on, the Cincinnati Bengals heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns. The Bengals on the road, 2.5-point favorite. Red Zone Nation is picking 80%, is picking the Cincinnati Bengals on this one, Leslie.
I am going to disagree. I know I'm kind of biased on this because my good friend Bill Musgrave just went to Cleveland, so he's a new offensive assistant out there. So I'm a little bit biased on this. But Joe Burrow is questionable. He is coming off injury, and I like Deshaun Watson, and they've got a really good running back with Nick Chubb. I just think that Cleveland is going to be the upset this week, and so they are my pick.
I think you're the only female I've ever heard say that they like Deshaun Watson.
I'm glad you said that, Jeff, because I was thinking the same thing.
She likes his football prowess, yeah.
Lord boy, Kevin.
Just as long as she doesn't have to give him a massage, is that the deal?
See, now you had to go there, Kevin.
Lord boy, Kevin.
Oh, she brings up some good points, but I don't know. Cleveland, they're the Browns. I mean, come on. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
What do we like about Cincinnati?
Jeremy's wide receiver, you know. Who he's picking tonight?
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to take
Jamar Chase.
You got to take Jamar Chase, right? Fantasy football draft. Right?
Okay. Jeff?
I'm taking Cincinnati just because I'm of the mindset that Kevin is with the Chicago Bears, and that is that Cleveland has tough times figuring it out. Especially early on. I'm going to go with Cincinnati.
I was going to pick the Bengals. I'm sorry. I was going to pick the Browns in this one, but I want to hear that wolf again. So, Leslie, let's hear it.
I already did a one.
You have to do it every time.
Every time.
You're the only one to pick Cleveland.
Lone defector. You have to do it, girl.
What did I sign up for, damn it? So now I have to do it again.
Here we go.
Oh!
That might be the
Werewolves
number
in
one.
London.
That might be the number one request at the poorhouse tonight when people show up. What are you guys doing on Thursday nights now? Is it still movie nights?
Right now, it's movie nights. We're kind of just throwing that in there to fill in a gap because we're playing around with the jam night. It used to be our open jam session. But we are kind of reconfiguring that to trying some live karaoke.
Ooh.
Which would be, so a full live band behind you instead of, a DJ and nobody on the Central Coast does it. So we think it's going to be fun. So we're, up until we get that figured out, we're going to do movie night. And then we'll have, Thursday night football too.
You know what I'm going to do, Leslie, once you guys get that live karaoke up and running? I'm just going to drive by, park real quick, put your name on a sheet, put it in the hat. And it's going to be Werewolves of London, and I'm going to drive off. You're gonna be...
Oh, my God.
Well, she's got the
I was
wolf
excited to listen to this, but now I'm not. Now I'm not so excited.
All right.
They're going to have like a werewolf shot or something up there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, well, good luck to you guys. We'll catch up with you next week. Don't forget the Poorhouse in Paso Robles. Swing time at Dairy Creek. All you have to do is go to dairycreekslow.com.